Welcome back to my channel. I'm Traben. These are my tomes.
A lot of them are mine.
And today we are doing March Madness TBR Swap. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Amanda. My channel is Amanda Should Be Reading.
Nice. All right, so this is what we're doing today. Last year we started March Madness, where we basically decide each other's TBR for March. We were going to do 3 books, 3 manga, and 3 comics. I believe we did it in that order.
We did on the other one we just filmed.
We did that on one we just filmed. So this video is going to be Amanda picking my books for the month. If you want to see what I have selected for my wife, you can go over to her channel and check it out. Link in the description below.
They were very on brand.
That's what I try to go for.
That's the point, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know that I got that point. This is kind of a weird choice. I had a much harder time with this than I think you did.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I was looking over the list of books that I've read this year and last year, a very common theme was that you have also read them, either before I read them or since.
So before we start, I want to say that last year you had me read Nightwing Volume 1.
I did.
So in addition to whatever...
And you said you liked it.
And I said I liked it. I gave it 5 stars.
And I was very excited.
And so...
and then you never read another one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never read another one. And so in addition to whatever you give me today, I'm going to get through the rest of the Nightwing series that we have this month. Okay?
Good.
All right. So
okay.
now give me some stuff. Give me some books to read.
Okay. This is a weird hodgepodge of warning you, but it's okay. So the first book is a book I read this year. Mm-hmm. I gave 5 stars to.
Okay.
I'm already regretting picking it because I'm worried you're not going to love it as much as I am, and I'm just going to be sad.
Okay. I don't.
And it's The Undead Fox of Deadwood Forest.
Oh, you had such good things to say about this.
I did, and I'm worried you're not going to like it as much as I did.
Well, I just gushed about this is like a young reader book, right?
Yeah, this would be like middle grade.
Yeah, middle grade. So I just gushed about a middle grade book, The Whisper Wicks, and I thought like the world building was really fun. Everything you've told me about this book and everything we've discussed with it has me intrigued. Like it was definitely something I was going to take a look at. Probably not this month, but eventually.
Now you are.
Now I am.
So this is the story of Claire, who is as you might guess, an undead fox. He is a spirit guide who guides the spirit of animals to find where they belong in the afterlife. Mm-hmm. And he encounters a soul that doesn't seem to have a place, and chaos ensues.
Okay.
It has a lot to say about grief and change and just a lot of very moving things. Mm-hmm. I really loved it. I want to check out the other book that Aubrey Hartman has. I've loved this book so much. So I hope you like it.
Like I said, everything you told me about it and every excerpt you read sounded like super sweet and like really moving. So
this one made me cry, and it was not a way that made me cry like the book had manipulated me. Mm-hmm. Like, we've both read Hollow Kingdom. I cried in Hollow Kingdom, but I felt very manipulated by it.
Yeah.
Like, this was all done to make me cry. Mm-hmm. This made me cry just because of how powerful the things it was saying were and how much I could relate to them. Okay. So it earned it a lot more. And I just really love it. It was, I think, my first 5-star of the year.
Yeah, it sounds I'm looking forward to it. It sounded really good.
Yay. This next one was a last-minute edition. I swapped out 2 books because I was feeling like... I wasn't feeling like the books I had picked were... The one I had was not a 5-star. It was a 4-star that I still liked. Mm-hmm. But, again, I had so few 5-star things that you hadn't also read. Mm. So I had to go back.
Way back.
Pretty far back.
Okay. Something you read in high school?
No. In Japan.
Okay.
So I got The Neverending Story. The Neverending Story, if you have seen the movie, this is the first movie and the second movie. Very different, but it's a lot more than just the first movie. The first movie takes place about halfway through, and then you're like, whoa, wait, there's more? Yeah. This is the story of Bastion, who gets a book at a bookstore called The Neverending Story, and he sits and reads about Atreyu, who is trying to fight the Nothing in Fantasia. And I loved this book.
Isn't it Fantastica in the book?
Oh, I think it is Fantastica. I really love the movie. I grew up watching the movie like it was one of my favorite things. Mm-hmm. So reading this, I do remember every time I read it, I was like, Fantastica. Like,
actually.
And like Atreyu, this is not what Atreyu looks like. Atreyu has like green skin.
Okay.
He is part of the Plains people, and they are like green because they blend in with the grasses,
sure.
Which, they did not keep for the movie.
No. I can see why.
Yeah.
It seems like an unnecessary complication.
And just like a lot for that young
movie,
actor.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in this emotionally devastating fantasy movie, and also we're gonna paint you green every day.
One of my students was reading this, I want to say, like, not too long ago, and I had a quick talk with them about how I've been wanting to read it and how you had read it, and we're very excited by it. So
I picked this one up when we lived in Japan. It was one of the English books I found in the bookstore, and I was like, hey, I haven't read that, and so I grabbed it, and I loved it.
Yeah, this is a good one, though, because I probably would not ever pick this up. Not because I don't want to read it, but just because it gets kind of lost in the shuffle of other things.
And you're familiar enough with the story that it isn't one you're, like, intrigued by because you kind of know the story.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the differences. Like we just talked about a few. It'd be interesting to see how what things they change.
It's just very well written.
Okay.
And a good classic fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a wild card, and as worried as I am about you not loving Undead Fox of Deadwood Forest, I'm worried about you not loving this one for completely different reasons.
Okay.
So that was way back. Neverending Story was way back. This is farther back. You want to guess when I read this book?
Farther back.
Yeah.
High school.
Nope.
Junior high.
Nope.
I don't know.
5th grade.
5th grade.
This was my favorite book.
Okay. In 5th grade?
In 5th grade, 6th grade, and for a while after that. This was probably my first favorite book. This is The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. This is not my childhood copy. I first read it when I borrowed it from my teacher's library in the 5th grade. She recommended it to me.
Okay.
She said, I think you will like this. And I loved it. And I'm not sure if I have a childhood copy of this, honestly. This is the copy I bought in grad school because I went to a book off. And they had a whole bunch of books for $1. And I was like, I absolutely cannot resist this book. So I bought it and reread it.
Okay.
So I have read it more recently than the 5th grade. And while I don't know if it completely holds up, a lot of it is built with nostalgia for me. But I still really enjoyed it. I didn't reread it and go, what was I thinking? Like I did still really like it.
Yeah, so normally I have like something to say about books, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I've heard of it. I have no idea what this is about or anything.
So I can tell you what this is about. This is a story of Charlotte. She is on a boat, a long sea journey, to reunite, I believe, with her family. I believe she's going to meet her parents. I'm not quite sure. I don't exactly remember. But she's on a boat by herself, unaccompanied. She is a passenger. She is fairly well-to-do. And this is about her sea voyage and how lots of things go wrong. And this is all told as what happened on the journey. This one isn't like a diary, is it? I don't think it is. No.
Yeah, it didn't look a bit diary.
No. So yeah, this is all about what happens on the boat. It taught me about different watches on boats, how like the different shifts work.
Okay.
There's, I believe, some diagrams about ships. This is probably why I got obsessed with the Titanic later, was because I was already like really fascinated by how sea voyages worked. And I don't care if you don't love this book, but I really need you to not hate it.
Okay, fair enough. There's also murder, apparently?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, is that on the back?
It says, a spellbinding tale of intrigue and murder on the high seas.
Things go wrong.
Uh-huh. All right.
Oh, maybe this is also why I like The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Maybe.
It all comes back to Charlotte.
Are there magical watches that send you into different times?
No.
Okay. Well.
As far as I remember, this one plays it very straight. This one is not fantasy.
Ah, okay.
This one is just historical fiction.
Okay.
With a young girl who looked kind of like me when I was that age. So,
okay.
Yeah. When I was thinking about what could I make you read that you wouldn't read, this is one of the first things I thought of. So
yeah, I mean, you definitely hit that mark.
A book you never would have picked up, even though it's been on our shelf. You've probably never looked at this book.
I've never looked at that book.
Yeah, this was my first favorite book, and Avi became my first favorite author.
Okay.
So we have a couple of his other books, but this one was my favorite. So I asked you earlier if you would prefer series or omnibuses.
Yeah, and I said omnibuses.
But
I
you
have
do
an
get,
idea of one.
but you do get one series.
Oh, okay.
And I picked Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
This is the story of Mau Mau, who has been conscripted into service in the royal palace. She is very smart. She wanted to be an apothecary, and she does not want to be there. So she is basically just trying to fly under the radar until she can serve out her tenure that she's expected to serve and leave. And unfortunately, she's smart enough that she like gets out of certain things or figures things out. And she's trying, like at the very beginning, you find out she's trying to hide that she can read, but she like prevents a misunderstanding that could have only been done by being able to read. And so she attracts the attention of other people in the royal court. And this leads to them basically enlisting her to help solve mysteries.
I know exactly two things about this book.
What are the two things?
I know that when it comes up on anime quizzes, it's very obvious
because of the old Chinese outfits.
Yeah, and the one short that Hey Man did. That's about it. That's the totality of my.
That was fairly accurate.
It.
I've only read the first volume. This is in my manga tournament, but I've only done the first round, so this isn't a major spoiler. So I have the second volume, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
But I really liked this one, and I feel like this one comes up a lot when we watch anime related things.
Yeah.
So I thought you might enjoy this one, and it's kind of a mystery. So what do you think you know that I picked?
I think Steins Gate's going to be in there.
You are correct.
Yeah.
It's Big Boy.
Yeah.
This is 3 volumes of manga.
That's fine.
So this is Steins Gate. This is a time travel story. Kind of. Not your traditional time travel story. It involves being able to send messages, like text messages, to the past.
Okay.
At the beginning, by using a microwave. It's a little weird. So this is the whole series. There is a spin-off series, I believe that's called Steins Gate Zero, where things go a little differently.
Okay.
I think characters make different decisions.
So it's like the same setup, but it's like one of those alternate.
I think it like takes off like the bad ending. Like if they had made a different choice at the end and things went badly, here's what would have occurred.
Okay.
I think. But this is just the main series. It involves some very smart people doing very questionable things. It has a very awkward section.
Yeah, because I
talked to you about this one.
I was going to say, I'm surprised this is like one of your recommendations, because a lot of our discussion when you were reading this was like how bad certain parts of it are, how you were very upset about.
It takes a lot of liberty about what can be changed by sending things in time.
Sure.
And it's one of those where I kind of the sum is greater than the parts.
Okay.
One part of this that really just frustrates me immensely. But if I can look past that part, the overall story is very good. But there's one character story that is both insane in terms of like that we even brought this up in terms of like it being able to be altered by time travel, and also just really like weird.
Okay.
So other than that one character, I enjoy the rest of the series, and I do feel like it at least handles it okay.
Sure.
But it's a little strange. But yeah, I do like time travel stories. You like time travel?
I like time travel stories.
So
right.
I figured you could give it a shot. And if you hate it, you hate it.
It's another one that I think is fairly popular. So
yeah,
like getting me in the.
There's a video game.
Getting me in the consciousness of modern day manga and anime. I don't know what the other one is. Steins Gate was the only one that I felt confident about.
I don't know that I told you anything about this. I hope I told you nothing about this.
Okay.
This is the Stardust Family.
Yeah. I remember you reading it, and I remember you being very vague about everything that was happening.
Oh, good. Yeah. This is one that I picked up when it was wrapped, and so I could not tell from this cover if it was going to be slice of life or psychological horror. It is mostly slice of life.
Okay.
I will let you know what you're getting for. It's very thoughtful. It takes a, like... Okay, let me just tell you what it is. This is a story in a near future where you must apply for a license to become a parent.
Right.
And part of getting that license are these children who go to families and evaluate you on if you are or if you should be a parent. And part of that is like intentionally antagonizing people to see if they'll like hit them or lose their temper, to see like what they'll do with a child.
Right. Which
doesn't feel super effective because like I feel like people could just be good for like a week and then still abuse a child. But it brings up a lot of stuff about like, are these licenses a good idea? What happens if you have a child without one? How does society morph around this idea of having to have a parent license? It gives it a lot more thought than I would have thought it did. And then meanwhile, you're following this boy who and his newest family, who he gets to, and as soon as he gets there, the husband asks him to have them fail.
Interesting. Okay.
And so that is something he is not accustomed to. And so you learn more about why he has made that request, how the wife feels about that, and his time with the family.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'm glad I haven't told you anything about this because some of the things in this are wild. The first one I will say I added because I was feeling a little samey with my graphic novels.
Okay.
This is not one I gave 5 stars. I think I gave it 4 stars, but I thought you might enjoy it. That is 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank.
Okay.
This is... Oh, how do I explain this? So the blurb sums it up probably better than I could try. 11-year-old Paige and her friends like to do normal kid stuff. Play D&D, eat pizza, ride bikes, and rob banks. This book is about all of that, and it is. I don't feel it quite manages to do everything that it set out to in terms of, like, emotional scope.
Okay.
But I feel like it was still a very fun read. It was very engaging. The characters were fun. I just feel like it maybe tried to go it aimed a little too high, and I don't know if it got there. But overall, it's a fun read. I gave it 4 stars.
Okay.
It just wasn't one that I'm going to be thinking about every night forever.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is one I read fairly recently, too, so I doubt you have even thought about it much.
No, I don't feel like this one got a lot of conversation between us either, so yeah. I don't know anything about it, but I look forward to it. Every time you turn around with this big smile on your face, I get worried.
Why are you worried?
What are you gonna subject me to next?
Lockjaw, the Pet Avengers!
Okay.
I picked this one because it was the longest of the 3 I had.
Okay.
I really looked at all 3. I gave all of them 5 stars because this is exactly my brand. I love superpowered animals. I love them so much. I will tell you the first half of this one, it's 2 miniseries collected. The first half is much stronger than the second half.
Does Miss Marvel show up in any capacity ever?
Not in this one, no.
Sad. Because Lockjaw was her boy for a little bit. Her little pet.
Yeah, I don't think she's in either of the ones I have.
Okay.
But I don't think so. I can't quite remember. This is mostly about the Pet Avengers. It is very silly. It is very fun.
Yeah.
I have 3 different Marvel pet comics, and apparently there's more. I need to get the rest of them.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it. This is exactly this is just things I like. This is me making you read things I like.
Yeah, I figure once a year they probably put one of these out just for let's do a pet.
Everyone likes dogs and cats.
Yeah, and dragons and frogs.
I also did not give you the most emotionally devastating one.
Thank you. Is this one this one's fun?
This one's fine. Okay. I don't remember.
Fun. Is it fun?
It's fun, yeah.
Okay.
There's one of the 3 that is. I knew it was what it was going to do, and it did it anyway, and I was sad.
Sorry.
But this one didn't do that, I don't believe.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
I don't have any big build up to this one. It's Zatanna and the Ripper.
Okay. Cool. I like Zatanna.
I have read...
Constantine, too.
Yeah. I don't know that he's in this volume much.
He's on the cover.
He is. He's in the story, but I don't know that he's in this volume much.
Fair enough. He's on the back cover.
He's in the story. They do not... I don't believe they meet up in this one. So this is the story of Zatanna, who is a magic user in the DCU, and she is with her father on her birthday, and some things happen that lead to her getting magically blasted into the past in London.
As you do.
As you do. In London at the time of Jack the Ripper.
Sure.
And...
hate when that happens.
Although I don't think they ever call him Jack the Ripper. I think they just call him the Ripper because it is a bit distinct. There's magic going on.
Sure.
So Zatanna is stuck. She cannot figure out how to get home. Her magic is not working the way it is supposed to. And Constantine also gets wrapped up in this. I will not spoil why and how he gets wrapped up into the story. And at the beginning of the story, they're both working kind of in tandem, apart from each other, trying to figure out why they're there and what they're supposed to be doing. And like they just keep missing each other. And as the series continues, they do meet up and start working together.
How many do we have in this one?
4, which I believe is all of it.
Okay. All right, cool.
I have not finished the series. I was reading it when it came out on Webtoons, and I think I got midway through volume 2.
All right.
Maybe most of the way through 2. I'd have to look. But I didn't quite finish it. But I really like Zatanna, so I was willing to pick up the whole thing. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on this one?
I mean, when you were picking this up, I was interested. It's, again, one of those things that I just don't get around to because I've got so many ongoing comic book series of my own, and especially since you've made the list, I've been trying to get through those.
Haha, another series for you to start.
But I like Zatanna. I've read several Zatanna stories in just the last couple of years, some better than others.
As with all comic book characters.
Yeah, but this one sounds... The premise of this sounds interesting,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your present.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here's your TBR. Enjoy.
All right.
Please don't hate it.
I think for most of these I'm looking forward to. So like,
What are you not looking forward to?
well, like, I mean, I don't know what to think about The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. I don't know what that book is. So, thanks for coming by and hanging out with us while we swap TBRs. Again, if you want to see my choices for Amanda, go over to her channel. Amanda Should Be Reading. It'll be linked down in the description below. I hope your reading journey is going well. Let us know in the comments what you're reading this month, what is on your TBR.
Be sure to check back at the end of the month to hear what we thought of the things we picked out.
Yeah, we'll do a wrap up at the end of the month. Maybe we'll wear the same clothes like we did last year.
Oh my god, no!
Yes, and
See if he makes me cry by hating all my favorite books.
as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this corner of our BookTube community. And until the next one, take care. My nose. Okay. Thanks.
Did that help?
No.
Okay.